Does it make you feel right?
The Poor People's Economic Human Rights Campaign was spearheaded by the Kensington Welfare Rights Union. When we went around the country, we realized that there was many different groups that were organizing for their survival and saw a need to be a part of a building of a larger movement in this country to end poverty. Now, the Poor People's Economic Human Rights Campaign encompasses upwards of like 50 different poor people's organizations, from farm workers to tenants in public housing to welfare recipients in Idaho to downsized workers in Atlanta to people that are working in labor pools.
Chilling in front of City Hall, and it's a pity, y'all. All this is getting tense. They trying to build a mental fence. The situation is immense. But yo, I got my friends and we ready to go up against whatever the opposition. I'm never switching, strictly wishing for hope. Yo, down with dope, but yo, it's more than that. We gotta come and combat fully equipped. The police trying to increase and make us decrease, but we gotta never ever cease with this revolution. Number one and only obvious solution with all the mental pollution. It's only one thing I can think of, the rise above, up and out of poverty, that's what bothers me.
Next voice you hear, the next voice you hear will be your own.
We are tired of being invisible in the United States of America. We are tired of being told that we don't count, that we are not human beings, that we do not breathe, and that we do not bleed like our other brothers and sisters in this country do. We are tired of being discounted, locked up, and knocked out of any democratic process, and we are sick and tired of having somebody else speak for us when we have these rights ourselves.
I believe that the only people that are capable of leading a movement to end poverty are poor people.
God forbid you allow them to rid you of your virtue.
I mean, you can't go, you know, begging with your cup, knocking on the master's door and say, "Please, sir, may I have, another portion?" That's just not how. That's just not how it works.
Next voice you hear will be your own.
All progressive change has come from below. It doesn't come from the wisdom of presidents or of the graciousness of the Supreme Court. It comes from the pressure of the nameless and the faceless, and the poor who stand up for their rights.
Next voice you hear, the next voice you hear, the next voice you hear.
I'm declaring this an unlawful assembly.
The next voice you hear will be your own.
Poverty exists in America. Tell the whole world.
I am one of the poor and homeless people in America, and I do believe I possess the capability to lead.
And we have the resources to end poverty. The question is, do we have the will to end poverty? I really think that it takes throwing your lot in with those who are impoverished.
I think the struggle to end poverty is breaking down barriers between music now. You have a lot of different styles of music coming together and doing things together that you would never heard of. Like in the 80s, you'd never hear of Method Man doing anything with Limp Bizkit, you know what I mean? Nothing like that would ever happen before. And I think poverty caused it to happen. I think people are coming together and relating on where everybody's from, you know what I mean? Instead of race and color, it's all about poverty.
Rap music has to stay over on this side, and rock music has to stay over there, and country music has to stay over here, and the blues we have to keep over there, and keep all these different things apart, because it's easier to control everyone. It's ghettoizing listening taste. Some of the things that we have to overcome. Separation is doom.
We were a family, we all have the same fate. Tell me what life means. They can say, yeah, I'm a rapper, yeah, I'm a country singer, but I understand what a poor person has to deal with. On radio, we have our categories, but when you're poor, you're poor. But I hope that there is a way where these different genres of music can come together and just sing one song, which can speak out for those who can't. Right now, to get me out of this city, I've dreamed of many dreams, and I hope they come true. I wanna fly away.
One, two, three, four.
We work in the casinos as roving musicians. We work around town as fife and drum. Often you're inside convention centers, huge catered parties, and you get to really see the wastefulness.
Don't wait, you and me can make a change, rearrange the economy so each one can gain an opportunity. There's money in the budget, so spread the good goods for the kids and the birds and the kids in the hood. Rock the nation.
It's absurd for them to say there's not enough money to go around. There's a lot of money floating around and it could be distributed. The problem is some people in the higher offices don't really care about the lower, the employees, the nuts and bolts.
When I'm tall enough, bigger. Rock styles when I clock at mad figures. It's all good rolling when I kick the bongos. Uh-oh, because I roll styles in the jungle. Get props from my people in the motherland and the people all over in the country land.
I always wondered how there could be, homelessness with so many buildings, so much real estate that's just sitting there with nobody in it, but yet still I have to sleep out in the street. There's no reason for that in this country. Everybody should have a place to sleep and food to eat.
The future's wide open. The future's wide open.
Yes, I have a vision. Everyone would have care, good education, food and clothing, and that everybody's equal.
I think our goal should be to take care of each and every one of our citizens. No matter who they are, no matter where they come from. This is a nation of immigrants. The idea that people immigrating to this country looking for a better way of life aren't welcome, to me that's un-American.
I want to see deaf people smiling and a shine in their eyes.
You know what they say, each his own, That's the message that certain people, we're not going to mention any names, in their music, you get your own, I get mine. That's not the way it's supposed to be.
If we can look at everyone as our brother and sister, we would never let our family go hungry and without clothes and without shelter. So I think that if we had a more family-oriented way of thinking, we'd be able to do that.
When we got involved in World War II, our government had absolutely no problem finding homes and feeding 17 million soldiers overnight. Like that, this country found the resources to house and feed 17 million people after they'd told us for 15 years that they didn't have anything. I know it can be done.
Oh, but you